everyone, this is Selina. Welcome back to one of my videos. I hope you're well. If you're new to my channel, welcome. This week I'm bringing to you this beautiful new design. So this is a floral flower granny square. I love it. As always, the free pattern is available on my blog selinaveronique.com. The link is in the down bar. And so for this project I used Drops Muskat yarn, but obviously you can use whichever yarn you want. Just make sure that when you choose a yarn to use a corresponding yarn hook to the yarn that you were using, and this is usually written on the pack. But for my tutorial today, I am using Drops Muskat, and this is 100% mercerized cotton. It's considered a light 3 DK weight yarn. I used 4 different colours. I will be linking all of these colours in the down bar. You will also need a 4mm crochet hook, a pair of scissors and a tapestry needle, and that's it. So I hope you enjoy this tutorial. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. That really helps out my channel. And if you want more feminine crochet content, check out my Patreon page. The link is in the down bar. So to begin the tutorial, you will be taking your yellow yarn and you will be making a slip knot. So just go ahead, make a slip knot and pop your hook through, and now you will be chaining 4. So chain 1, 2, 3 and 4, and once you've chained 4 you will be slip stitching through the first chain to create a ring into which we will be working our first round. So let me just zoom in. And so now that I have my ring into which we will be working, what you are going to be doing is chaining 1, and this does not count as a stitch. And now you are going to be placing 12 single crochets inside the ring. So just place your hook directly into the center. Pull up a loop. You have 2 loops on your hook, and take your yarn and pull through both loops. And now go into the center again and place another single crochets, and just go ahead and place 12 single crochets inside that center. And just so you know, I do recommend working your loose end in while you place your single crochets. Reason being, we will be gently pulling on this loose end after we've completed this round, because we are going to be closing this up, if that makes sense. So just make sure that you fasten in your loose end as you go. So just go ahead and place 12 single crochets, and then I'll show you what to do then. Okay, so I've placed my 12 single crochets, as you can see, and now what you are going to be doing to finish off this round is slip stitching through the first single crochet that you did, like so. Okay, so for round 2 we are going to be taking the palest pink. I think this is shade 10, and just attach. So pop your hook through 1 stitch, and you can choose any stitch, but I'm going to choose the first stitch, and just attach your yarn. So I've pulled my yarn through, as you can see, and I'm just going to attach this yarn here. Okay, so now that you've attached your yarn, pop your hook through that same stitch and take your yarn, pull up a loop, and now you are going to be chaining 1, so this does not count as a stitch. And now that you've chained 1, you are going to be wrapping your yarn around your hook, go into that same stitch, pull up a loop, and you are going to be pulling this yarn up to create a little bit of height. Now go back, so wrap your yarn around your hook, go back into that same stitch a second time, and just do the same thing. Pull this yarn up a bit, and now go back a third time, and just repeat this process 4 times in total. So I've done this 3 times, and I'm just going to do it a 4th time. And I've pulled my stitch up, and now I'm going to take my yarn and pull through all loops on my hook and chain 1, and this creates the first petal. And we are going to be repeating this into each of the 12 single crochets from the previous round, so make sure that you count those and that you have 12 in total. And also I am going to be fastening in my loose end as I go, and so now I'm simply going to be wrapping my yarn around my hook, going directly into the next stitch and pull up a loop. And again, just make sure that you pull this so that you create a bit of a height, and just repeat the same process. So 2, 3, and 4. And now that you've done this 4 times, take your yarn and pull through all loops and chain 1. So I'm just going to show you in the next petal, and then I'll let you carry on your own. So just wrap directly, go in, pull up a loop, create a height once, twice, 3 times, and 4 times, and now pull through all loops on your hook and chain 1, and just repeat this process so that you have 12 petals in total, and then I'll show you what to do then. Okay, so now for the next round we are going to be attaching this yarn, which is shade number 6, and we are going to attach the yarn between petals. So this is a bit fiddly, so please bear with me, but you are going to be placing this yarn, attaching it between a petal, as you can see. And so we are now going to be working between the petals. So once you've attached your yarn, chain 1, 2, and 3, and this counts as your first double crochet. And what you are going to be doing is placing another 2 double crochets inside this space, and to create a double crochet, wrap your yarn around your hook, go into the space, pull up a loop. You have 3 loops on your hook, take your yarn and pull through 2 loops, and take your yarn and pull through 2 loops, and that creates a double crochet. Now place another double crochet inside that space. Now chain 2, 1 and 2, and place another 3 double crochets inside this space. So 2 and 3, and the reason we are placing all these stitches inside this one space is this is our first corner of the square. So now that you've placed your first stitches, we are going to be going straight into the next space in between 2 petals. So and we are going to be placing 3 double crochets inside the next space. So skip this petal and go into the space directly with 3 double crochets. So 1, 2, and 3. And now go directly into the next space with 3 double crochets, and as you can see, our square is gradually being made. So 3 double crochets, and now go directly into the next space, and once again this will be a corner, so place 3 double crochets, 1, 2, and 3, chain 2, 1 and 2, and place another 3 double crochets, so that we have 3 double crochets, chain 2, 3 double crochets, and now go into the next space with just 3 double crochets, 1, 2, and 3, and now go into the next space with 3 double crochets, and now go into the next space with 3 double crochets, chain 2, 3 double crochets, so chain 2 and another, sorry, this is quite fiddly, so 1, 2 and 3. So this is our 3rd corner, as you can see, and so this creates our square. Now go directly into the next space with 3 double crochets, 1, 2 and 3, and into the next space with 3, 1, 2 and 3, and go into the next space with 3 double crochets, 1, 2, and this is another corner, so 3 double crochets, chain 2, 3 double crochets, 1, 2 and 3, and now we have 2 spaces left into which we will be placing 3 double crochets each. So go into the next space with 3 double crochets, 1, 2 and 3, and into the next space with another 3, so 1, 2 and 3. And now that you've done this, as you can see, we've created our square. So I hope this was clear. So now that we've finished all our stitches, we are slip stitching through the 3rd chain from the chain 3 at the beginning to close off this round. Fasten off. Okay, so now I'm going to show you how to make the last row. So this is the 4th and last row. I fastened off my pink yarn and I've attached the lilac yarn, and so I'm just going to start working in this stitch, and this is a very simple round. It's just a repeat round of last round. So just take your yarn, pull up a loop, and now you are chaining 3, 1, 2 and 3. And now that you've chained 3, which counts as your first double crochet, just place another 2 double crochets in this space to create your first cluster of 3 double crochets, and now go directly into the next space. So go into the next space with 3 double crochets, 1, 2 and 3, and go into the next space with another 3 double crochets, 1, 2 and 3, and go into the next space with, so this is the corner space, so I've placed 1 double crochet, but I am going to place another 2 double crochets to create my first 3 double crochet cluster. And because this is a corner, chain 2 and place another 3 double crochets within this corner space. So you see, this is a very simple pattern. This is a very easy round. And now just go ahead and go directly into the next space with 3 double crochets. And so on. So just carry on placing clusters of 3 double crochets. So just go ahead and place clusters of 3 double crochets in the spaces, and in the corners place 3 double crochets, chain 2, 3 double crochets, and so on until you reach the end of this round, and then I'll get back to you. Okay, so I'm back. Let me just de-zoom a little bit, and this is what we have. So I'm really pleased with this, with the results. So just go ahead and slip stitch to close off this round, and here we have our beautiful square. I love it. So let me know in the comments what you think of this square. I'm really excited about this square. I'm definitely going to be making a cardigan or something, or a bag, or both with this square. Don't forget to check out the video on how to crochet a headband using this square. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.